Hi guys, I hope everyone's studying there. Make sure you guys study, and I'm just going to quickly review about igc1. Okay, now we have 5 elements over here, and I have just tried to short down 5 elements for you guys. Make sure you study everything. I've given you enough of questions which you need to go through. Do your IOSH without fail. On the 28th morning, I'll be there. I'll be there on 28th morning. So make sure you get your IOSH ready on 28th morning. If not, give me a call on 28th and come to my room, no problem. Sit down with me, get it done and give it to me. Okay? And igc3, I've given you reports which you need to do, so go ahead and do that as well. And apart from that, in regards to igc1 and 2, I'm just not going to cover much about at this point of time, maybe in the next video if possible. However, igc1 is over here. So over there, 5 elements. In the 5 elements, first element, we were looking about barriers of health, maintain health and safety. I want you guys to make sure you listen to everything and study everything what is over here. Very, very important. Okay. So barriers to maintain good standards of health and safety. There are only 3 things. What you need to do is complexity, conflicting demands, and behavioral issues. Okay. The reason why I put it across in a diagrammatic manner is because for you to understand very well. So 3 things: conflicting demands, complexity, and behavioral issues. Conflicting demands, we know what it is. When two nature of interest conflicts. Complexity is the entire situation is very, very complex. Then it's behavioral issues. Okay? Focus only on this, no problem. Behavioral issues. That's pretty much what it is. The next thing is this question, very, very important. Reasons to maintain health and safety. Okay? Reasons why you need to maintain health and safety. 3 reasons: moral, social or legal, or economical. Okay? These are the 3 reasons which you need to list there. Under this legal, you will find employer and employee responsibilities. Okay? Under this legal. It's a part of ILO, International Labour Organization. Okay? And economical, under here, it's all about cost and budgets, right? So therefore, you will find direct cost, indirect cost, insured and uninsured cost. Okay? So make sure you get thorough with all these costs. These costs should be thorough. Okay? Then employer responsibility is a must. So basically this particular thing is very, very important. Definitely you will get a good to close to 15 marks on this particular question itself. Okay. Then this is pretty much about health and safety, first element. Then if we move on, I have over here health and safety management system. This starts from the second element. Second element, what it says: policy, organizing, planning and implementation, evaluation, action for improvement, audit, continual improvement, if it's review, and then it goes further from there. Okay? So you know, if they ask you what is health and safety management system, this is what you need to explain. If there is a topic focus in your textbook which says about planning, organizing, planning and implementation, policy, organizing, everything, the same way, okay? Make sure you go through that. If it's important for you to understand, because this is what your entire igc1 is. This is your entire igc1. Okay? So make sure you remember it. This is your entire igc1 in one sheet of paper. Okay? So remember it. Alright? So in policy, it's all about, there are 3 things in policy. We'll divide in policy: it's general statement of intent, organization section, and arrangement section in policy. Okay? In organizing, it's all about roles and responsibilities. And then we go further from there. It's planning and implementation, evaluation, and from there. Okay? We also know about review, when you need to make review, the changes, the reasons why you make review. There's only one question. Please make sure you remember that as well. Okay? Make sure you remember one question. Then I have another drawing over here, where I'm going to turn it, put it like this. Okay, this drawing, it's basically about steps of risk assessment. Okay, steps for risk assessment. Now all you need to do is the first step, second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step. This is all you're learning throughout igc1. Okay, this is the end of igc1. Okay, so all you need to do is, the first step is what? Identify hazard. Okay, second step is identify people who may be harmed. Evaluate the hazard. Then we have record the findings, review the findings is a 5th step. This 5 steps should be by-hearted by you. Now if you go deep into it, identify hazards. How you can identify? through task analysis. What is task analysis? You can simply use a method called Ceradim. Okay, Ceradim is a simple method. If you ask me what is Ceradim, Ceradim is like making a cup of tea. How would you make a cup of tea? Every single step. If I ask you what is a hazard cup of tea, you will probably tell me it is about, you may probably burn your hand with hot water. Okay. However, when you divide that up, go deep into it. How? You must record every single step, one by one. How would you record? You will record by first step, take a cup. Second step, take your tea bag. Third step, put sugar. Fourth step, take a stirrer. Sixth step, fifth step, go put some hot water. Sixth step, mix it. Seventh step, what would you do? You drink it. Or probably you take away your tea bag and you stir it, throw it away, and then you drink it. Okay? So that's the seventh step. Eighth step, drink it. Ninth step, put it down. So what is the hazard involved in every single step? Similarly, we should do for any kind of task. Any task what we perform, we should do a safe system of work. Any kind of task what we do, that's when you will do this Ceradim method. Okay, so how would you identify hazard? You can probably identify the hazard by Ceradim method, through task analysis, or through legislation, reading any local legislation, whatever legislations are there, or through MSDS report. Okay, or through MSDS report. Now, second step is identify people who may be harmed. Who are the people? All the people who are associated in that particular place, and also some vulnerable people. Vulnerable people are someone who needs special caring and concern. So therefore, they are young person, expected mothers, disabled, and lone workers. Okay? So these are the people who need special attention. Now you will also cover these people as well, along with the other people over there. Okay? This is important on second step. Third step is all about evaluation. Now when you do evaluation, how would you quantify it? How would you number it? How would you measure it? Or how would you display your evaluation? Okay? You can either do it by two methods. One probably qualitative, which is only by words, maybe high, medium, or low. But there's another method, semi-qualitative, where you use words and numbers together. Okay? It's very, very simple. That's why you use a diagram, matrix. Likelihood into severity. Risk is equal to likelihood into severity. Okay? So it's going from 1 to 5, and then 1 to 5, you multiply where it is. It's there in your textbook. Please look into it. It's very, very important. Okay? So that's pretty much in first one. And then we have safe system of work. What is safe system of work? How would you develop it? It's PEME. People, equipment, material, environment. That's it. You consider the factors for safe system of work is this. When you do a safe system of work, this is the factor. Okay? And when it comes to PTW, permit to work, what you do, there are 4 different sections in permit to work. What they will pretty much be asking is why you need a permit to work, what are the tasks which requires permit to work. Okay, so this is what they will probably ask you, and then they will probably ask you to divide, explain about permit to work. Explain about permit to work. Okay, so in permit to work there are different sections. One is issue section, receipt, clearance, and cancellation. So make sure you remember these 4 sections in permit to work. Okay, that is very, very important. And apart from this, we have first aid. Okay, just understand what is the reason for first aid, basic understanding about first aid, because we're not looking deep into it at this point of time. However, we'll go further in this on the future elements as such when it comes to probably igc2 or something like that. Okay, the last one is emergency procedures. What emergency procedures you need to do in terms of fire exit? Okay, what would you do? So that's what I'm sure I have explained everything to you guys already. However, this is for you to understand. This is all is igc1. So don't panic during examination. It's easy to study. Just study this. It's easy. When you look at this in a shorter format, you crunched up the entire book, and this is what it is. So therefore, it'll be easier for you to look into igc1. Okay. So and apart from this, emergency procedures, and after emergency procedures, we have sources of information where it is 2 types of information where you can get, probably from internal or external. Internal could be your investigation record, sickness rate, absenteeism, this, that, everything, what you get in the company. External could be your national legislation, publications, medias, all these things externally, what you get. Okay, that's pretty much external. Then, record your finding. What would you do? Record your finding is very simple. You add everything and put it over there. You record everything what you found in first, second, and third one, you put it over there. And the last one is review your finding. Review your finding is very, very simple. It's all about reviewing the entire thing. How would you review? When would you review? what needs. If there's an incident or an accident, then you review. If there is an action by enforcement authority, then you review. Or if there is any changes, then you review. Change the number of people, then or any kind of changes, then you review. That's pretty much about over there. Unless if it's a periodical review. So this is pretty much what is your IGC1. Okay, take a deep look into every single pages one more time and see if you can draw them. It's easier for you to understand. Okay, so it's easier. So what you need to do, this is pretty much what you need to do at this point of time. Go ahead and study it. I hope you study it. Any further questions, give me a buzz, and that shouldn't be a problem. I'm doing this for your benefit. Nobody else's benefit. Okay, so good luck with it. Take care. Bye.